I was wrong about Rasasi Hawas Tropical, but I really wasn't. I know y'all didn't watch the whole video. You didn't pay attention to my pinned comment. Nonetheless, let's go ahead and jump in to this conversation because, yeah, I already know. And this is going to be a quicker video. So let's just go ahead, jump in so I can say what I got to say. Yo, what's going on, party people, fat boy family? I hope you guys are having an amazing day. It is officially the weekend and it is hot, 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 especially in the Carolinas. I know if you're in Texas and certain other places, Arizona, Nevada, you're probably like hot. Like, listen, it's hot for us. You know, we're not just under a heat advisory. It's a heat warning, extreme heat warning. Nonetheless, y'all stay cool out there. Do me a favor. Hot. Let's make this thing hot. Hit that like button, smash that subscribe button. While you're ready, go ahead and click the bell to get me notified every single time I post new content to the channel. But we talked about this yesterday and we've already started putting a dent in it. You know what I'm saying? I got this on Thursday. The video posted on Wednesday. And so, yeah, you can see I'm not just talking about it. We're actually getting some work in with this one. Was my sin of the evening Thursday night, was my sin of the day yesterday, was my sin of the evening last night, and it's my sin of the day today. I'm going to be rocking this all weekend. And here's the thing. The compliments have been flying in. The compliments. This is a compliment beast. Just that we're in that season, that tropical coconut. I want to be on a cruise. I want to be in the Bahamas. I want to be in Jamaica. I want to be in Greece. You know, that style of scent is just, it's tropical season. You know what I'm saying? Everybody loves that coconut, that pina colada, that pineapple, that mojito, that citrus. Even though this really doesn't have a mojito style of thing in it, there's some mint in there that you would put in a mojito. Nonetheless, everybody loves this style of scent right now because it just reminds them of everywhere they want to be instead of actually working. But I do need to put a correction out there. I do need to make an addendum because I was recording the video and just talking about how we ended up at this point with Rasasi Hawas Tropical. And, you know, I made it seem like all of these were just the same clones of the same fragrance. And that's not the case because we have Jean Paul Gaultier, we have Le Beau, and then we have Le Beau Le Parfum, and then we have Le Beau Paradise Garden. There's also Le Belle for the females, but I'm just talking about for the men. We have Le Beau, we have Le Beau Le Parfum, which I tend to lean towards. Let me just go ahead and put that out there. And then we have Le Beau Paradise Garden. All right. So as far as clones, this is how we started with Le Beau. We have this John Gustave Home Amaze. If I'm not mistaken, I feel like this is under the Fragrance World brand. Some of you may have remembered I did a video on this, but I think this is Fragrance World John Gustave, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Yeah, it's got Fragrance World on the bottom. Some of y'all are like, probably never seen this before. They make a Le Male Le Parfum. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, they Fragrance World always, whew, they was crazy. You know, they didn't get a cease and desist on everything, but they definitely did from time forward. So this has that Le Beau. This is a clone of Le Beau. It has that Le Beau DNA. All right. Now we get over here to Le Beau Le Parfum, which is the sweeter, the more masculine fragrance DNA, which is the style that I like. So we start off with basically Maison Alhambra has their version from Latif, which under the umbrella of Latif. They have Bold, which is what's this Glacier Bold. All right, that's from Maison Alhambra, and you can see it's darker. It's a darker juice, so you know it's going after that Le Parfum DNA. All right, Le Parfum. Then we have what was my favorite, Cod Lodge Island. You should be able to look at the color now and tell. Still that darkness. The Le Parfum, Le Beau Le Parfum, and then we have King of Kings, Royal Blue. Still, some people may argue this has some Paradise Garden in it, but this right here recently, that's that Le Parfum as well. All right, bet. Now, if we get over here to what are the true clones, when I say true clones, I'm saying what are the most accurate, but what should we be comparing to Rasasi Hawas Tropical? You should be comparing these two. From Grandeur Elite, you have Tribal Exotic, All right. That's number one. And then number two, you have from Lattafa, you have Nausea Intense. All right. So as it relates to the LeBeau Paradise Garden DNA, and here's the thing, that LeBeau DNA, all of these things kind of cross over. You're going to get similarities from everything. It's just one of those things where it's like, oh my God, what exactly is going on? Kind of the same thing with Lamel Elixir and then the Lamel Elixir Absolute. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, okay, well, that's kind of the same thing. But yeah, as it relates to specifically Rasasi Hawas Tropical. So we have Rasasi Hawas Tropical, which is LeBeau Paradise Garden. And you should be comparing those to either Lattafa, Nausea Intense, or Grandeur Elite Tribal Exotic. Now, if there are other clones out there, I don't know anything about it. So I'm just putting it out there. I'm pretty sure y'all will tell me, but I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm sitting here with 8 clones. 1 of one fragrance, 3 of one flanker, and 3 of another flanker. This is why I tell you the thing with clones, it can get crazy, it can get oversaturated. And it's like, Walt, do you really need all of those? No, but y'all like consuming this information. So these are the things we have to do and buy. So let me go ahead and say this again. Huge compliment factor. I stand by what I said. I am not going to overglaze this. It is a first impression. And that is the reason my first impression videos are really like at least 10 to 15 minutes long, because you can't really get a true sense of the fragrance without wearing it, which is why I said I've been wearing it the past 2 days and I'm wearing it today. So today I make the 3rd day, or 2.5, because I got it that afternoon. But you got to, you know, because some people are smelling, oh, this smells great, it's better than the OG, and then they're going about their business. And I'm like, no, that's not legit. And then you don't come back and follow up. Now, I said I need, some of y'all didn't watch the video because I said I need to let this sit for I need to let it finish maturating. I'm gonna let it sit for a couple of weeks because I'm late to the party. I'm just getting back. I know this has been out for a little while. So I'm late to the party. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna revisit this. All right, I'm gonna revisit this, but I stand by what I said as it relates to this is more green than I prefer. I went back to my decant that I have of LeBeau Paradise Garden. I said, you know what? Maybe that's not good enough. I ran over to Sephora and I said, okay, I'm gonna spend, and I lied to you not. Because I got another video that's coming out that I'm gonna post about some stuff where I was in there. I said, I'm gonna spend some time with LeBeau. I'm gonna spend some time with LeBeau Paradise Garden, and I'm gonna spend some time with LeBeau Le Parfum, just to make sure I'm not tripping. I stand by what I said. Now, is this close? Is this well done? Is it great as it relates to its accuracy as far as what's the closest to LeBeau Paradise Garden? Absolutely. Like, it's not a 1-to-1 yet, because to me, even though the green is there in Paradise Garden, in the opening, this still leans a little bit more green. But what did I say as I was recording? Because I know y'all didn't watch the whole video. And that's not your fault. You do what you choose to do. But I was like, as it started to settle down, I was like, it's getting better. And that's what I've noticed over the past couple of days. It gets better. And as it settles down, it's like, okay, this is definitely Paradise Garden. But to me, it just pushes just a little bit more. Paradise Garden, the OG, is a little bit more refined. This one pushes a little bit more in the air. Once it settles down on skin, which is the case for a lot of clones, it's like, okay, they're kind of, you really can't tell them apart. But that opening, and again, that could be a maceration thing where it's like, let me let it sit and get more blended for a couple of weeks after I've sprayed it, aerated, started that process. It's greener. I don't care what y'all say. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna get up here. This is a great clone. And arguably, this will probably at the end of the year be in the top. I don't know, man. We got a lot of great clones out this year. This may crack the top 10. This may crack the top 10 as far as accuracy, because it is definitely Paradise Garden. It is definitely Paradise Garden. So it may crack the top 10. Definitely top 20. But it may crack the top 10 by the time we get to the end of 2025. We'll have to see. And as it dries down, definitely Paradise Garden. but the opening is greener. I don't care what y'all say. Is it crazy green? Like, it was enough for me to be like, I was a bit taken aback. So I stand by what I said. I will correct myself as far as the flankers and everything that is related to, because I was comparing this to the other ones, and even shout out to Car, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, that's why I pinned the comment. I was like, yo, for clarification, let's make sure we clarify what this is actually cloning and what we should be comparing it to, because it's not a fair comparison to compare it to these three things over here when these three things are doing a totally different flanker. It should be compared to these two things right here. And then as far as the OG, that's this one right there. And like I said, I'm sure there are some other ones out there. Nonetheless, it's a great fragrance. It works. And it's a huge compliment factor. A lot of you not. Last night alone, I got 4 compliments within like 30 minutes. From the gas station to the restaurant, it was like, yo, okay. So this is great. I never said it wasn't. I didn't say it wasn't good. I'm just like, yo, it's a first impression. And I'm sitting here like, I'm not going to glaze this. And a lot of y'all, like a lot of people do, just for the sake of being like, yeah, I know this going to get them. It's like, no, let's spend some time with it, which is what I'm doing. That's how you stay integral as a fragrance reviewer. Nonetheless, I'm talking longer than I wanted to. Y'all be easy. I got to go hit the road, spend some time with the fam, but I will catch y'all maybe video tomorrow, maybe not. I doubt it. We'll see, but I will holler at y'all. Y'all be easy, man. Stay safe out there. All right.